Meghan Markle may claim that she had a wonderful, close and loving relationship with King Charles III, even, of course, inviting him to walk her down the aisle as an independent woman on her wedding day. It would appear that even Charles had reservations about Meghan Markle's marriage to his youngest son, Prince Harry, but they quickly escalated even after that close friendship on that very warm and beautiful wedding day. And as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Hope you're all keeping well. By the way, I wanted to scratch your grey matter today. Yes, you. Yeah, I know. We have to put our brains into action at times, you know. As you know, I love the golden age of Hollywood, and I'm always looking at facts and figures. And do you do this? You know, when you watch old films, you sort of look up and think, what happened to them? What else were they in? That sort of thing, you know. Now, I didn't know this, but I thought I'd share this with you. We're coming up to the award season, as we know, over in LA, and over here we've got the BAFTAs next weekend with His Royal Highness the Prince and Princess of Wales attending. I will be there for you, obviously, let you know all the backstage secrets. But what's interesting here is that I didn't know this, and I thought I'd share this with you. Who was the very first person to consecutively win Oscars? That's right. Who won Oscars in consecutive years, obviously for separate performances? Now, I know that's got you thinking, hasn't it? Cast your mind back though, and don't go peeking on that internet. I'll be telling you all the answers at the end of this video. Back as ever to your breaking world story of the day. I can see you cheating, by the way. Stop it. Anyway, back to your breaking world story. Now, this story is, as I say, really interesting for me because when you think about it, we were always told, weren't we, just what a close and loving relationship King Charles had with Meghan Markle, and I'm sure he tried his very best. I mean, absolutely. But there was another side to it as well because, as you know, the monarchy costs, and it's very expensive to run the monarchy, particularly if you are a female member, senior female member, because of the digital critical world that we live in. Let me explain. Every time, as you know, Catherine goes out, the clothes are dissected, whether she's reworn it, earrings, where are they from, shoes, where are they from, is it a fashion statement, is it not, is it good for business? Now, if you can imagine, in the first period that Meghan Markle entered the British monarchy, she got through quite a few frocks, and they all had to be bought, and they were all bought by the then Prince of Wales, and he couldn't believe the astronomical sums that some of the dresses, and as ever we have to say allegedly, were coming through, particularly when you think about it that, obviously, royal ladies are thrifty, whatever you think, and they don't necessarily buy high-end couture because they know that it has to rework. The Queen herself had things remodeled many times. Princess Anne uses things from 30, 40 years ago. Amazing. I love the fact she can still get in them, don't you? Catherine's followed suit. Seemingly, though, not Meghan. And this led to a bit of a showdown between the Prince of Wales, as he then was, and his youngest son. And basically, he stated that actually, it wouldn't be a bad thing if Meghan did want to be an independent lady and not necessarily be a full-time working member royal. Seemingly because, as he pointed out, he couldn't afford the hefty bills. All of these bills are paid for independently by, the King now or the Prince of Wales. And as he pointed out, he wanted to do other things with that particular money. Harry seemingly didn't have the opportunity to open and snap open his inheritance, so it all fell to him. As we found out in that Oprah Winfrey interview, this was fascinating because Harry basically claimed he was cut off financially. It simply wasn't the case. Basically, what happened was King Charles realised that the money they were going through, particularly on fashion and events and things that they were turning up for, was simply costing way too much. Hence the reason that particular conversation took place. And as one person pointed out to me, this could have been the very start of when they thought, well, if we were independent, if we could get our own money and buy our own clothes and get them free, perhaps that would have been another situation. But it's fascinating to note, isn't it, that even at this point, King Charles could see exactly just how much money Harry and Meghan were going to be getting through. And very wisely, he drew a line under it. Neil Sean in the very heart of London. Ah, yes, and for those that are thinking, Neil, you've forgotten, who was that Oscar winning actress that won consecutive years? Well, it was Louise Rayner. That's right, or Louise Rayner. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce her name. The Great Ziegfeld in 1936, and then The Good Earth in 1937. The first person to win consecutively 2 years running. Amazing, isn't it, when you think? When you look back, you kind of think, who remembers her? No, that's very sad, but you know, she broke ground, and people talk about female solidarity and the glass ceiling and all that sort of stuff. These girls were doing it years ago. So wherever you are, congratulations, Louise.